Alright. Attempt number 2. Am I not taking any damage? That's odd. Okay, well I can still take damage, so that's not the case. It's probably just my FOV being a little funky at the moment. Peak gaming right here? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this is a matter of trying to remember what not to do and what to do while playing the game. Because I forget that the emulator is a little finicky. My dumbass tried to reload. Alright, round 2. Now, after I go get that missile tank, I won't freeze my game by trying to hit my Windows key. So, that's a good thing. Right, that allows for me to use Spring Ball, which is great. Now, let's go grab that resource. Now, what does that mean it's time to go do? I think that means it's time to go... Does that make it time to go fight the boss now? Or do I grab another upgrade first? I forget. I know I can complete the puzzle. Do that, and then that should open those. What is it that they unlock? What major upgrade was it that I get by doing so? Because Boost Ball I don't get till later. Isn't it a, it's an energy tank I get from here, right? Yeah, because I need Spider Ball. So yeah, it's an energy tank. Okay. So I do that. And then I have to go fight the boss. Alright, do I fight Flogger without Charge Beam, or do I go grab Charge Beam? Because I can play the game without just by rapidly spamming my fire button. What do y'all think I do? I think what I'm going to do to start is I'm going to go ahead and save so I don't have any potential... Ooh, excuse me. Any potential crash, loss of items. We'll just fight it without. We'll see how much of the game I can do without Charge Beam. And then we'll go from there. I think I can do most of the game, if not the entire game, without it. It's the latter games that become a little bit more difficult to do without it. Two more. One's behind me. Isn't there one on the tree branch somewhere that I'm forgetting? There's one that I forgot. Which one did I forget? So I got the one over here. I think it is the one on the tree that I forgot. Yep. Look at that. I walked right past it. And that goes to show how long it's been since I've played this. I played through this specific space. So I think I'm still in the middle of a playthrough on my Switch Remaster version, but it's been a while since I've played my Switch, so... Simply put, I forgot. Alright. No charge beam. We're just gonna spam fire at this guy until he falls over. Alright, just 2 more to go. Oh, you little runt. Why you gotta do that? No sun for you. Nap time. Now, this time, Flagra, don't knock it back on as soon as I knock it off. Probably help if I didn't do the one that's right in front of him, though. And now we have clean drinking water. Honored Metroid stream? Pog? Nice. Thank you, thank you. Well, finally having gotten it set back up for me to be able to do so, yeah. And besides, this is the game series that got me into gaming in the first place, so... might as well. That and I want to play through all 3 again before Prime 4 comes out. Because I've got a sneaking suspicion that one's going to come out sometime either late May, considering that there's a Switch 1 version, or as like mid to late June. That's kind of what my thought is, what they're going to do with it. But gotta wait and see and find out with that one. Because there is a chance it releases sooner, and there's a chance it releases later. Oh yeah, I might want Charge Beam to deal with those. Because I'm going to run into a lot of those here soon. I always forget that they did that, and that you can't open them with missiles. Energy tank? Magmor. I want the energy tank just in case, because there's always a chance that I end up hitting in a roadblock somewhere and I need that extra bit of energy. Is it a requirement? No. I just don't want to get stuck somewhere and not have it. Because I could theoretically complete the game without it. And just be difficult in certain spaces. All right. And that's the first one. And that's the second one, and then... Haha, I get the jump right off the gate. Right off the bat. Right off the gate, right off the bat. Right off the bat's the right one. Okay. Magmor Caverns. Because from here, that puts me... Let's see. I think the next item on my list of things to get becomes... What is it? Boost Ball? I'll save in Vendrana, I don't need to save here. Because I don't... Is this M&K? Yes, it is. I am playing the, with Dolphin, so yes. I do not currently possess a setup to allow me to run the Wii controllers for this. However, that would be kind of fun to play again with that, but I think I would run into the issue of not wanting to do that. I mean, the Wii, the trilogy version is the closest you got, I would get to playing M&K games, and I'd honestly say it's actually really almost the same. And except for the fact that you can do more with a smaller space with the mouse and keyboard. Is it this room or is it the last room? I'll have to come back to that one. Because I know an artifact's in this room I just got out of. I don't need to kill all three. I already got one of them. Two of them, actually. And I think... Isn't there a missile in here I can grab, or... I know there's something in here I can grab, I just forget what it is. Because I know it's in that room over there. Since I'm here, we're gonna try for it. And... bingo. Aha, it is missiles. That is always nice and always appreciated against, what is it? The... Started, no? No, most enemies in this game I actually play Power Beam against. The only thing that's really helpful against is the turrets everywhere. If that's the one that you mean, I would say yes. If there's a different one that I don't know about, then, I don't know. Oh, I missed you? I guess I did. Yeah, that's it. There's another way to do it with the C-stick, but I never used that one. Really? I'll be honest, I don't think I ever really used the rapid-fire missile trick until now. I might have done it accidentally in a previous playthrough, but I think that's the first time. It's good to know that actually works. It's over there. I'll have to come back for that one. Alright, I think for now, I'm gonna skip the energy tank. I think I can go through most of the game with 3. I think. That might be a bit bold, but I think I can do it. One of the best soundtracks from the entire trilogy. Phendrana Drifts and Phendrana Depths. Absolutely beautiful soundtracks. What did I think of Dread soundtrack? For what Dread was, and is, I will say that the soundtrack works excellently. Is it... let me think about that before I say it. It almost reminds me of the Prime 3 soundtrack a bit, which was more of the ambient soundtracks like you get in most modern games. Which, to be fair, is completely within reason because it is a modern game in the series compared to older ones. Oh, that is so nice. Surprised I never figured that out or found out about that before. That makes life a breeze. I gotta thank you for introducing me to that. I'm not gonna be able to play this game without that now. Don't think Prime 1, 2, or 3 have it? Eh, that's fair. If they don't, that's alright. Yeah, Prime 2, I don't usually have issues with playing through, so I don't think I'll have any gripes with or without this. Just knowing it's here for the first game is cool enough. I am looking forward, though, to playing Prime 2, because Prime 2 is personally currently my favorite Prime game. I am hoping Prime 4 takes that place once it comes out. Absolutely. So, I've already done complete playthroughs of Prime 1, 2, and I think I've done a playthrough of Prime 3 on emulator, but going back to standard controls for Prime 4 would be very difficult for me at this point. I don't think I can grab anything else in that room for now. But yeah, I think day one on the 9th, I signed up to be notified when they're available. The fact they're giving it mouse-type controls is very nice. However, knowing the fact that it will not have a mouse grip for a while is going to take some getting used to. So I will definitely be picking up a .3D or a aftermarket mouse grip for that if and or when it comes out. Because for current gen Switch, I grabbed a pair of GameCube Switch controllers, but definitely something I would hope comes out for it. Can't wait to try the mouse control, but it does not look comfortable. Yeah, that... Oh. That's the same boat I'm in, as I'm very much looking forward to trying it, but I'm not looking forward to trying to grip the mouse, the Joy-Con that way. Alright, can I have some missiles? Nope. Beautiful. Now I have a little bit more energy to work with. Yeah, it would take me some time to get used to that. Oh, don't get stuck. Don't need to get stuck. I did not save this time. Also, the fact I can play the game at the 120 FPS in 1080, that is another thing I'd be grabbing that for specifically. Yeah, that's not worth it. Alright, so roughly an hour in and we have space jump, that's good. We almost have space jump. This way. I'm gonna be completely honest, I forgot that doesn't do damage. I always forget you can scan those pillars on the way back down. Alright. Half pipe. Don't remember if there ever was. That's kind of what has me a little lost, because I don't remember if there was. It's probably me just misremembering the fact that in Prime 2, the Boost Guardian deals damage by using it. That's probably where I get that lost, is the fact that it was a boss aspect in the second title. Because in the 2D games, there's, I mean, Shine Sparking as a ball in the 2Ds, which would just outright kill enemies. But other than that, I don't think it was ever a feature added. Okay, is there anything else I can grab here while I'm at it? Ooh, that hurts a lot. No, to do much in here I need grapple. I think though, what I can grab... No, this is an elevator, isn't it? That's right. And this takes us to the middle section, which puts us right next to Andrana again. That's right. That's why it's good to go that way. Because then I skip out completely on needing to go through the ruins. Perfect. Okay, it does, dude. Okay, it probably just has to be a fully charged one. That's probably why. 2 words. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. You know, I should probably try and do more of these where I just try to speedrun the game and see what I can do, or what abilities I can do without. So we're just gonna do this one as a no charge beam run. Ooh, that hurts a lot. And of course, now that I need some help, the game just doesn't want to give it to me. But of course. Aha. And now, what I can do is go up here and get my first artifact. Who needs charge anyway when you got rapid fire missiles? Exactly. That is the boat that I'm in right now. And if I lock onto a target, they track to it too, which is even better. I need power bombs for that one. Oh, don't do that. Spacebar. That was almost a disaster. Turrets respawned. I just barely left the room. Hmm, 77 energy. And my next target is that boss. I can hit the save station, that's what I'm gonna do. I do not want to try and do the morph ball bomb method on the adult Sheegoth and not have energy. That is going to be a pain. All right. Give me my energy. I do make it. Awesome. The only thing I would need charge beam for is those guys, but I don't think that I technically need to try and kill them anyways, so it works out. I guess technically no ice spreader or super missiles, like... I do need to grab charge beam at some point. Just because of a different reason. Damn. 'Cause I think there are some unblockable pathing that I need it for. I just thought about it. So, I mean, technically for boss fights I don't need it, but for general traversal I will need it. Okay. Probably the fastest I cleared that room. Alright, big one. How close do I gotta get? I forget. Pretty close. I think I did that in my last playthrough and made it so much easier. That is what I was afraid of. Aha. Okay, so just press the button to do that. I have figured it out. Because I know at some point if I do super missiles, I can get the item that's up there. Okay, so you need to know some... Okay, so it's just movement abilities that I need to learn or remember. Gotcha. Well, that is good to know because that means that I can try for a no charge, no super run. Which with that information is probably what I'm going to try and do. Puzzle time. And that should activate the bomb point. Now let's just make sure I don't miss my jump. As I say that. I just had to open my mouth. I think this one's a save point. Because then from here, if I turn full around, I go towards Thardis. Which I think I can pull off without thermal, or do I have to get thermal to go do that? Hmm. So then how would I get into Thardis then if I'm gonna get locked if I don't have super missiles then? This is where actually having a map might be good. Because yeah, that's pretty much the only way in there, at least at this point. Unless somehow... Well, that definitely makes me curious how I'm going to get in there. Usually skip thermal? Alright. Yeah, normally I don't exactly need thermal to get around. My question is, how do I open the TARDIS door? Because that's actually something I've never figured out how to do, is skip past that door. Because there should be some form of hitbox I can hit, open the door. The third is from Magmore. No, that's not the one I need. That one. Okay, so it's going that way. And then going through the other door. Okay. So it's just having me go the back way to get to Thardis then. That I think I can manage. I think it's just health that's going to be my main thing for that pathing. Because I think in order to get to that specific door, I think I have to run through one of the lava sections and make it to the end without dying. I think that's my main probable source of trouble. Because if that can be pulled off. Twin Fires, Tunnel... What's your opinion? Thought it was a quarantine cave. Okay, so yeah, it is coming out at the tunnel. I think it is. I just have to run through it. Which would make it wise for me to save, but there's only one save that I have access to in Magmore so far. So what I'm going to do is go back to the ship, save there, come back down the path I took to get back into Fenderana. And then instead of going to the right, I'm going to go to the left. And I now want this other tank, so... we're going to grab this now. Okay. Now that I've got that... let's begin pathing. Technically can save it. Yes, technically. Ouch. Can I lock onto the Magmore? Thank you. That is so nice. Ooh. How do I make it up over that? Because that's deep magma, which means that I don't have the ability to jump out of it, which means I would probably be doing some form of out of bounds tech. Is that the tunnel? I think so. Tab. World map. Back to here. Yeah. So that's Twin Fires. Because I think it's at the other side of that one. Is the, is it the other side of that one? And then I think I gotta go through another few rooms after that to get to it. Because that is the tunnel. Ah, that's how I do that. Yeah, so that being the tunnel, I've got to figure out how to get through that. Because in order to be able to actually get through that room by the game's directive, I need Spider Ball. Just popping in here to say hello. How's it going, Mike? Alright, to the left. Can't do that because I need Spider Ball. Alright, that's a screenshot, so that's not the one I need. Ain't nothing much happening. You did bomb jump at the end of the tunnel? Oh, interesting. Okay. Can I... State not found. No? Bomb jump, huh? Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to get that timing down. That's gonna be what it is. Okay. That is gonna eat me alive. Okay, so that is doable. I just need the health for it. Interesting. Okay. I never would have considered bomb jumping out. Bomb jumping out of that. Noted. So timing is key for that. That's what it is. But I can pull that off. Alright, and then once I do this, don't need to save, I just need the energy. Damn it. Okay. I didn't need to refill twice. But we did. Okay. And so I am going to figure out how to save a save state real quick. Okay. And then... Never mind, it's working now? F1? Okay. Shift F1. Flash. Oh. Come on, don't miss my jumps. Okay. You think you can get it right this time? Nice. Or Starlink. Ah, you got Starlink. Awesome. Oh, I heard something ping. – I've got my dolphin settings right in the way, so I can't say nothing as to the notification there, but thank you and all of that for doing so. Okay, function. Okay, so I've got a full save, so even if we die, I can come right back to here. Nope. Too close together. Okay. Just gonna reload. No, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to, okay, so there was the bomb jump. I'm trying to get my timing right for the bomb jump. There's a note for the timing. Be sure to lay the third bomb in the double bomb jump. Okay, so it's kind of a... that number. So I have to make sure I'm descending before I throw it. That's what it is. Okay. Okay. Just make sure I don't move. Got it. Just delay my jump as long as possible. Get to here. There. And just make sure I don't move. Yeah, this will be my first time actually pulling it off if I actually manage to make this work. Oh, no, almost. I think I gotta be closer to the wall. That should do it right there. Messing my timings. I know, it was very close. Oh no! I wasn't holding forward. I'm almost there. I almost have it. Oh, let's go. All right. We made it. Okay, what I'm gonna do is save another state so I don't have to try and do that again. All right, we're through. That's the hard part. Next hard part is killing Thardus. That, I mean, yes. Technically, it's a hard part, but all you really gotta do is just kind of throw shots at him until you see red. But yes, definitely going to be the harder part, all things considered. Alright, at this point, I want to try and save a bit of health. That way I have as much as possible for Thardus. Because that might be a bit of a trick. Plasma beam. I'm gonna be honest. I don't exactly remember the plasma beam early skip. I know it can be done. I just don't forget how exactly to do so. I'm just trying to figure out if there's a save over here or not. I think there was, or was that an item? I think that's an item. And out of bound heavy. Okay, yeah. There is a save. It is not that one. Okay, okay, yeah. Energy tank in the last room. That's right. Considering how difficult it was to do that out of bound, or that skip, I might go back to that energy tank. Know this game maybe too well? I mean, if it's a game you enjoy, there's nothing wrong with knowing too much. Okay, I am gonna grab more energy though. Thardus is gonna be a pain if I don't have enough. Two to three clears of Prime 1. I have a lot more than that. Ooh, ouch, nope. Thanks, but no. What am I missing? I'm missing something here. Wave beam near panel. Okay. Okay. That one. That's right. Yeah, I just found the cubbies. That's right. Because the wave beam panels to power things on usually have some form of giveaway to them, and that is usually it. Good thing I took out that guy already. Makes my life a little easier. Thermal makes it easier, yeah. So I'm actually doing thermal and super missile skip so far. So we're gonna see how well that goes. Eating game no varia? Gravity or fail. Damn. Yeah, I'm not that good at this yet. Alright, Thardus, here I come. Okay, so it is out of bounds for that. %, items collect. That is insane. Still out of range. That'll help mid-fight. And I think... There we go. Cutscene trigger. Fighting him no thermal is going to be a bit of a pain. His soundtrack is worth it. Come on, show me your arm. Ah, that's how it goes. Okay. Oh, you know what Remaster did? Hmm. Oh, he still has his left leg. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. I forgot he hit a slap move. Okay. I will have to check that out here in a bit. How many left clicks does it take? You know, a click tracker for doing something like this would be hilarious because it would take so many clicks to kill this guy. There it is. Come on. Charged up, yeah. Well, unfortunately, we're not using charge, so it doesn't really do us that much good to have it. So in that case, more shots out is better. I wish you would drop missiles. Aha! We've made progress. A couple hundred clicks later. Yeah, that's the one thing that I always kind of forget about entirely, is that the GameCube version does not have the freedom of movement that either the Wii or the emulated version do. You are locked as a turret while moving. Ooh, that's what I want right there. Assuming they register. Alright, center mass, yeah? Oh, you know what I just thought about? You know how many clicks it would take to kill Metroid Prime? Because that is one of the things that I always used to do, is that I would use the Wave Buster to my advantage and just lock onto him during the Wave Beam fight. That's going to be so much longer. Aha, missiles. We're almost there, big guy. We're almost there. Of course, he just had to get one more roll in. Ah, Florida says 2,000 health, 250 per each rock. Take 2,000 clicks minimum, assuming no shots are missed. 1 damage per shot. Samus needs a full auto mode. Yeah, no kidding. Oh my gosh, my finger so far. Oh. Alrighty. And my reward is satisfying. Spider Ball, no thermal. And no super missiles. Oh yeah, that's true. If I don't do charge beam, I can't use any of the beam upgrades. So I can completely ignore those. Which one do I want? I want... Crime Hunter's got that burst fire? Huh. Interesting. And now I need to go back to... Yeah, so Hunters I never played because I never had the console. Or the handheld, technically. So I never actually got to play that one. Yeah, as one of three children, we never really got to buy a whole lot of the handhelds. We kind of got what we got, and that was it. Okay. Hunter's multiplayer. Dude, if there's a way, if Nintendo ever brings that back in such a way, playing that multiplayer would be fun. Yeah. Pretty much how it goes for me. Not to that extreme, but yes, pretty much the same. I'm not going to worry about early plasma for now. I will come back and try that later. I think for now, next on the agenda is Ice Beam, I think. I need to save that for that, because I'm not making it out of here if I don't. Good bit of sibling stuff after you, yeah. Usually how that goes. Older sibling shenanigans. Apparently there's a mod for the DS emulator that lets you... Really? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close that out and move that down. The way back path is loads easier. Absolutely. Okay, to get where I need to go, I would be best going that way. I will look into that another day because I don't actually have the emulator either. And I would like to purchase a physical copy of it before I play it, if at all possible. It's kind of my own unwritten rule. If I can. How many physical copies do you have? Oh my gosh. Out here collecting. That is a smart move. Prime 52. Yeah, didn't you tell me that you bought a bunch of different copies for people of the remaster? Yeah. Gotta support the favorite game. Absolutely, and the fact they launched it for 20 bucks on the remaster, 20 or 40? I think it's 20. Oh yeah, how am I gonna get that artifact if not for like out of bounds? 40? Yeah. Still comparable to every other game that's out right now. That's really good price. Look at that. Let's come back to that one. And you've tried many times. Noted. I'll have to figure that one out. Because that, I think, is going to be the one trick that I don't know how to get. Because knowing now that I've made the out of bounds for Thardis, which actually worked a whole lot better than I anticipated, trying to get over there. That I couldn't tell you. The site they're on probably doesn't tell them which zone they're in. I guess this is another one I'm going to be curious about getting into at some point. To try that one later. This way. All artifacts but 2 you can oob. That's good to know that there's an oob for that many. There's what, 10 out of 12? Well, not all of them require an oob to get. But I think so far I actually have one of them. The bowling statue one would actually impress me to see an oob for that one, because that's a difficult one to try and get to. Okay, so my FOV is screwed again, so let's change it again. Primac 105. Bring me down to 80. There we go. Okay. Oh, it's 2 normal missiles. Have to have super missiles to beat the game. Well, that blows. Unless in a randomizer, then it's possible without. Okay. That is a map room, right? Or what are you? Where do you lead? Forget. Oh yeah. The first technically achievable heat zone. Doing the whole game tonight? Probably not the whole game. Probably just... I'd assume I can probably make it to Gravity tonight. Because I'm on my way to Ice Missile. Or an Ice... Missile, Ice Beam. Wrong game. Huh. Speedrun when? Probably not this run, as I've already lost a lot of time. Yeah, having no beam ammo limit, that would be nice. Being the one thing that kind of slowed that game down a bit. Thermal grapple skip, though. Really? MP2 modded. Okay. I wasn't expecting you all to show up at once. Alright, one at a time, please. Yeah, we'll see about a speed run at some point, Velasa. This point, I don't think I'm quite ready. MP edits, if you will. Really? I wouldn't have even considered a grapple skip a possibility. But I will say, there are some extremely skilled players in this game. And it does make sense. Oh, yeah. I forget this game had that. I almost never use it. Okay. It has to be a frame perfect bomb jump. Gotcha. Yep, we've made it to bowling room. And now I can get 2 of the 3 items. Because I think... No, technically I don't have to come back through this room, do I? Because I can go straight to the crashed frigate exit, I believe. So I don't even have to go that way. But if I do come back... What is it I get if I do come back, though? Ice beam is energy... Okay. That's what I thought. Plasma's artifact. Yeah, so I don't technically have to come back here until plasma. But considering I'm doing out of bounds type stuff, I might want that energy tank. So... This is true, I could do that. will you not pick me up unless I'm in ball form down there? Got it. Nice. You know what? We might go for the early. Need a ball to line of sight to trigger the suction. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so we'll save with that. What is it that I get in the ice room? Is it a map? Or is it an elevator? Because the elevator I know is over there. Okay, so it is another elevator. And what the hell's behind that? Hmm. Here's... Wow. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna need to change my keybinds for my switching visors. East to west, respectively. Yeah. Yep, they do show up again. Three of them? No thanks. None of that. Q is scan visor, Z is thermal, and X is X-ray. Okay. Double tap Q. I see. That is a wise set of keybinds. Yeah, I went into this one without changing too much of my keybinds. I think I adjusted a few, but not many. Aw, man. You're supposed to get in the bowling ball. Get in. Alright, so now that I have ice, that path's over there. Where do you path? Okay, you path back to that room. I don't need to be there. I want to go this way. Yeah, so pretty much all of that is the same for what mine is. You just have your beams and your visors swapped a bit. You know, I guess technically I could go into the room prior to charge beam and I can grab that missile tank. Okay, so next is getting back to Magmor. Which for going where I need to be in Magmor, going this way, I think is quicker. One thing once I get grappled, I want to try for that grapple jump to that, because I think that is possible. I see. Oh, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, this Talon theme is so nice. Yeah, I already got the missiles under the bridge. I grabbed those the first time I came down here. I think I grabbed those just before you joined and saw us doing the thermal visor skip. Hmm. I think... Is it this one? Or is it the other one? This is Twin Fires. I think the artifact we're thinking of is... Oh, where'd it go? It's over here. It's over here. Yeah, it's kind of what I thought. Yeah, so I'm not in the right space to get the artifact. I would if I was. Don't fall under that. I think I have ended a run before because I fell under one of those. No. No. Yeah, I might see about the possibility of a no damage run at some point, but not yet. I should save here. It caught the beam request as I got on the elevator. Nice. Probably my favorite Prime 1 theme. Okay. That leads to the backside of Thermal, which I don't need. So where I need to go is this way. Oh yeah, Fendaran Depths. Oh yeah, first engagement with these guys. Goodbye. Oh, what? Did I miss it? Or do I gotta be up there to do it? Save station nearby? Oh, that's on the other side of that one, isn't it? That's right. Sweet. We will take right next. Yeah, I gotta get through that right door. Spike to the left. Oh. Yeah, I'm looking at this trying to remember how to get forward from here. I need grapple for that spike. Oh, okay. I am able to make it to that. Nice. Oh, I was able to make it without the spike, so I'm just gonna go with it. Go ahead and run with that. Okay, I don't go up, I go down. That's true. Yep, the true edge of Fenderana. Yep. I think most, if not all of these are accessible from that point there. Yep, power bomb for the artifact, otherwise I need, oh, also an oob for the artifact, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I was looking at your message there and going, interesting. Alright, stop grappling me in. I know, it's like right there. So close. And is it not there? Don't get flipped upside down. Yep. Yep, second area of the room. There we go. Gravity suit. At roughly almost hour 3, I think, if I'm correct. If the first stream was like half an hour. And then I ended up getting the game stuck. So yeah, about almost 3 hours to get gravity. It's not bad. Alright, now I can move. Yeah. Like people have said though, I do think that the, if they change the inner layer color for the suit, it'd probably look better. Is there something in here? How do I... How in the world is one supposed to get that? I'll deal with that later. Ah, that's what it was. Ooshta. Yeah, so if they were to change the Prime 1 suit in any way, that would be the way I would have changed it, but just don't. Leave it alone. It's the gravity suit for Prime 1. I'll leave the Dread suit, or the Dread gravity and Dread. Yeah, so in the trilogy version, they changed the difficulty settings and made normal what the GameCube's easy would have been. So no missiles? No missiles. Odd. Yeah, so I chose the veteran mode, so I'm playing on the OG normal mode. And then I gotta get a complete playthrough in on this, and then I unlock hard mode. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Just okay, I know where you're at. Yeah, Prime 2 is my personal favorite of the games. Yeah, Prime 2 being what it is just makes it interesting to me. The lore for Prime 2, the fact that we literally become a demigod of the planet towards the end of it through the light suit is just way too cool, in my opinion. So the Spider Ball Guardian mechanics were actually kind of the easy part. The part that got me stuck, you want to know what was bad? Was getting to Sanctuary Fortress. Gravity suit. I think the next spaces for me to go are gonna be the Crash Frigate. That, or do a... Yeah, Crash Frigate. Yeah, I'll have to do that another time, so I got work in the morning. It's getting pretty late, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and call this run here. Made that horrible sound. Yeah, I'm coming up on phase online. So I'm doing pretty good time-wise, I think. So I think if I go in here and look, I'm at Only 2 hours? My God. Yeah, working 4 hours and I haven't slept yet. Oh man. I have done that. I have worked on hardly any sleep and it sucks. Yeah, go for it. Probably over text chat, but yeah. So yeah, I don't know, probably tomorrow or the next day, I will do some more streaming. We'll do more of this and get further along. Because if we're only at almost 210, that's pretty good. I might be able to get a 4, maybe 5 hour clear. So yeah, thanks for swinging by. We'll catch you in the next Metroid stream here. Verify that the file and sent works. All right. Not a bad time for gravity either, yeah. And then 5 outer energy. Into the forbidden hour of the day. Yeah. I'll catch you all in the next stream and maybe next video. We will see.